National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bengals.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
O'Connell going straight to the air. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early. Right?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. There he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
That was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
.46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bengals at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Burrow looking to pass. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Drew Sample, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
43 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. To throw here, O'Connell.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now Herbert to start the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert once more.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 31 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On the handoff, it's Laube.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they run with Madison.
Muscling free near the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
A carry here for Laube.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Madison. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And they go play action here with O'Connell.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
On 4th down, the rookie Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's O'Connell.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Now Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Now O'Connell. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Throwing, O'Connell. That is caught.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
To the air again with O'Connell. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Bengals set to take over.
Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. There's a diving catch right side. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll go again with Herbert.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Flushed out right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Play action. Now O'Connell.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Jones on the return. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but the same...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Burrow will throw.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run with Laube. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a give to Madison. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
So both teams trade touchdowns. And the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw, O'Connell.
Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's O'Connell. Short throw caught by Bowers. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now it's Burrow. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Herbert. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special.
So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.